If you don't get it, bro, if you don't get it, what just happened in India and Pakistan, if you don't get it, you're about to hear it. This is it. This is the rubber meeting the road. And it is also the greatest anti-terrorist speech that the world has ever heard. The world has ever heard. And I'm talking about speeches from Netanyahu. I'm talking about speeches from Trump or any Bush, whoever went through the terrorist attacks of their country. They've heard their speeches from their leaders. This one here goes, if you don't listen to Modi on this one, world, you got problems. This is by far, when you hear this from front to back, because it is encouraging, it is uplifting, it is actually the way towards peace for the world. And you got to hear this from front to back. And I'm just going to let this fly, let it ride out. I'm going to interpret it for you in English so you can understand it. Because once you do, America has got to get behind this 100%. 100%. And so does Europe, and so does Africa, and so does Russia, and so does China. And so does Saudi Arabia, and so does Iran, so does Iraq, so does every country in the world. I'm just gonna let it play because, ladies and grab a drink. You're gonna want to watch this one through. Here we go. My dear countrymen, namaskar.
नमस्कार. हम सभी ने बीते दिनों में
In the past days, we've all witnessed both the strength and patience of our country. First of all, on behalf of the people of India, I salute the valiant forces of India. The armed forces, our intelligence agencies, our scientists. I salute you. Our brave soldiers displayed immense courage to achieve the objectives of Operation Sindoor. I pay tribute to the bravery, courage, and valor. I dedicate this valor to every mother, every sister, and every daughter of the country. Friends, the barbarity displayed by terrorists in Pahalgam on April 22nd has shocked the entire country and the world. The merciless killings of innocent citizens in front of their families and their children on the basis of their religion was a very gruesome face of terror and cruelty. This was also a disgusting attempt to break the harmony and unity of the country. For me personally, this was very painful. After this terrorist attack, the entire nation, every citizen, every community, every class, and every political party unitedly stood up for strong action against terrorism. We gave full freedom to the Indian forces to wipe out the terrorists. And today, every terrorist, every terror organization knows the consequences of wiping out of Sindoor of our sisters and daughters. Friends, Operation Sindoor is not just a name, but it's a reflection of the feelings of millions of people over the country. Operation Sindoor is our unwavering commitment to justice. Late night of 6th of May, late night of May 6th, and in early morning of May 7th, the whole world saw this pledge turn into reality. Indian forces attacked terror hideouts in Pakistan and their training centers with precision. The terrorists had never imagined that India could take such a big decision. But when the country is united, endowed with the spirit of nation first and national interest is paramount, then strong decisions are taken and the results are achieved. When India's missiles and drones attacked terrorist bases in Pakistan. Not only the buildings of terrorist organizations, but their courage was also shaken badly. In terrorist bases like Bahawalpur and Mardik are universities of global terrorism. The big terrorist attacks of the world, be it 9/11, be it London 2 bombings, or the big terrorist attacks which have happened in India in the last many decades, their roots are somehow connected to these terrorist hideouts. The terrorists had wiped out the Sindoor of our sisters, and India responded by destroying their terrorist headquarters. More than 100 dreaded terrorists have been killed by these attacks in India. Many terrorist leaders were roaming freely in Pakistan for the last 2.5–3 decades who used to conspire against India. India killed them in one stroke. Friends, Pakistan was deeply disappointed and frustrated by this action of India. It was bewildered, and in this bewilderment, it did another cowardly act. Instead of supporting India's strike against terrorism, Pakistan started attacking India itself. Pakistan targeted our schools, colleges, guruduaras, temples, and houses of civilians. Pakistan targeted our military bases, but in this act, Pakistan itself got exposed. The world saw how Pakistan's drones and missiles fell like straws in front of India. India's strong air defense system destroyed them in the sky itself. Pakistan had prepared to attack India on the border, but India gave Pakistan a befitting reply. India's drones and missiles attacked them with precision. They damaged those air bases on Pakistani air forces, on which Pakistan was very proud. India caused heavy damage to Pakistan in the first 3 days itself, which it had never imagined. That's why, after India's aggressive action, Pakistan started looking for ways to escape. Pakistan was pleading with the world to ease tensions, and after suffering heavy losses, Pakistan's army contacted our DGMO on the afternoon of 10th of May. By then, we had destroyed the infrastructure of terrorism on a large scale. The terrorists were eliminated. We had destroyed the terror camps established in the heart of Pakistan. Therefore, when Pakistan appealed and said it would not indulge in any sort of terror activities or military audacity further, India considered it. And I am repeating again, we have just suspended our retaliatory action against Pakistan's terror in military camps. In the coming days, we will measure every step of Pakistan on the criterion that what sort of attitude Pakistan will adopt ahead. Friends, India's three forces, Air Force, our Army, and our Navy, our border security force, BSF, India's paramilitary forces are constantly on alert. After the surgical strike and airstrike, now Operation Sindoor is India's policy against terrorism. Operation Sindoor has carved out a new benchmark in our fight against terrorism and has set up a new perimeter and new normal. We will give befitting response at our terms only. We will take strict action at every place from where the roots of terrorism emerge. Secondly, India will not tolerate any nuclear blackmail. India will strike precisely and decisively at the terrorist hideouts developing under the cover of nuclear blackmail. Thirdly, we will not differentiate between the government sponsoring terrorism and the masterminds of terrorism. During Operation Sindoor, the world has again seen the ugly face of Pakistan. When top Pakistani army officers came to bid farewell to slain terrorists, we will continue to take decisive steps to protect India and our citizens from any threat. Friends, we have defeated Pakistan every time on the battlefield. And this time, Operation Sindoor has added a new dimension. We have displayed our capabilities in the deserts and the mountains, and also proved our superiority in New Age warfare. During this operation, the authenticity of our made-in-India weapons were also proven. Today, the world is witnessing the made-in-India defense equipment in the 21st century warfare. Friends, our greatest strength is our unity against all forms of terrorism. This is certainly not the era of war, but this is also not the era of terrorism. Zero tolerance against terrorism is the guarantee for a better world. Friends, the way the Pakistani army, Pakistan government are encouraging terrorism, it will destroy Pakistan in one day. If Pakistan wants to survive, it will have to destroy its terror infrastructure. There is no other way to peace. India's stand is very clear. Terror and talks cannot go together. Terror and trade cannot go together. Water and blood cannot flow together. Today, I would like to tell the world community. Today, I would like to tell the world community our declared policy has been, if there will be talks with Pakistan, it will be on terrorism. If there will be talks with Pakistan, it will be on POK. Dear countrymen, today is Buddha Purnima. Lord Buddha has shown us the path of peace. The path of peace also goes through power. Humanity should move towards peace and prosperity. Every Indian should be able to live in peace. The dream of a developed India should be fulfilled. For this, it is very necessary for India to be powerful. And it is also necessary to use this power when required. And in the last few days, India has done just that. I once again salute the Indian Army and the armed forces. I bow to the valor and the unity of the people of India. Thank you. Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Now, whoever in the world would not subscribe to what that man has just stated on terrorism has problems. You got issues. If you don't subscribe to everything, 99.9% of what that man says. There's one thing I don't subscribe to, and that's Lord Buddha has shown us. Well, that's good that Lord Buddha showed you, but Jesus Christ is my Prince of Peace, and he has shown me too that what Modi is saying here is peace, and peace through strength. And if the world would come together in strength, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Buddhist, whether you're Hindi, whether you're Sikh, whether you're Muslim, even the Muslims, even if they would come together and say, okay, yes, we need peace. Let's go attack the terrorist and just get rid of it. the world would be a much better place. And it seems like this stretch that India has just made in this olive branch to the world, saying, okay, here, take an olive branch. Everybody grab a piece of this and let's take this on together. Because India is a very powerful nation right now. Hugely, just a superpower that has risen up in the ranks, and they're just climbing and climbing and climbing. And this show of force that they have just shown to Pakistan, to the world, and to all the terrorists out there, that it will not be tolerated. It's a blessing to see that the world is going through this together with them and locking arms against any form of terrorism whatsoever in the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just thrown by this, and our America is behind India 100%. 100%. And with that, Donald Trump, Rubio, guys, J.D. Vance, what are you doing? Quit funding them. Get the IMF on board, because the IMF is going in the wrong direction, and we know what they want. They want money, so let's get the money aspect out of this and get humanity back into it. It's ridiculous, some of the stuff we see. Anyway, I'll go over that on my next video, which I encourage you all to watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you all for watching from the bottom of our hearts. Like and subscribe so that when we get this information out, you can get information in. Love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. One love.